to these two young ladies, and these two young ladies fired back off and started yelling at them. And the girl was at this point, the black woman who was recording, at this point was in tears because she was like, but we didn't ask. We were out here for a peaceful protest. She was like, you guys claim that you're out here because you want to assist us and you believe that Black Lives Matter. She was like, but you're tagging buildings with BLM. And she said, and who do you think they're going to come after when they see it? She was like, they won't come after y'all. She said, and you could stand here and tell them, oh no, I did it. It won't matter. She said, it'll be the black person standing closest to you that's going to catch them handcuffs. So I appreciate and love the fact that there are some real ones out here on the front lines doing what even some of my own people won't do. They're out here making sure that their voices are heard, making sure that officers know. And that's not just in the U.S. I've seen protests clean across the world, asking that this type of behavior stop. And it is absolutely beautiful and it is amazing. But people, please do not get out here on the front line and decide all of a sudden you are the white chocolate version of Malcolm X. Because everything you do will lead back to one of us. They already had one officer saying that they were going to have the military come in and start shooting black folks down in the streets because of all the looting and rioting, while there was looting going on in the background, and it was a whole bunch of white folks that were looting. But he was threatening us. Like, we love the fact that you're here and you're helping. We love the fact that you believe in the cause and you are just as tired as we are. But please don't do things that's going to get us killed. Because, again, privilege denotes that when this is over and done with, you will go home to the free stuff that you just stole. Most of us ain't making it home. And I know for people who listen to me, they're like, I thought she started off saying this wasn't just about race. So why are we only talking about race? We're not just talking about race. We're talking about race. We're talking about gender. We're talking about location. We're talking about business. We're talking about some of everything. We're talking about good cops and bad cops. We're talking about good people and bad people. Hell, we're even talking about black folks who don't like other black folks. We're talking about some of everything. And that's why I said it's not just about the color of your skin. There is so much more to this situation than just, because I figure being black was a given, that was the biggest issue. But it's not just about being black. For me, it's about being a woman. It's about being a mother to 2 young women. It's about being a black mother to 2 young black women. It's not just about them being black. For people out here who are scared for their sons to leave their homes, it's not just about them being black. It's about the fact that they are black males. And black males are looked at a certain type of way. Whereas a person of color who's not a black person, but still a person of color, may still be looked at as a criminal. You know, I know some Hispanic brothers who they can't just step out in the street and wall out. That's not happening. I heard from a couple of my Asian homies that they can't just step out in the street and act a fool. That's not going to happen. That's not what's shaking. It's just that the majority of the time, it's one of us. The majority of the time, it's one of us. And the other reason why I said it's not just about race is not for the person on the other side. That's for us. It's not just about race. It's about race. It's about gender. It's about community. It's about building up your own. It's about spending your money in your own neighborhoods. It's about raising your children to understand that this is what this world is about, and this is what you need to do to survive it. This is about so much more than just the color of my skin. The color of my skin is the obvious point. And I'm not trying to get you away from the obvious point, but it's obvious. I'm trying to get you to look at it as a whole and all the things that you need to do. Because see, here's the problem. If you get caught up on it just being about the color of someone's skin, you're only going to react to that. Meaning, while y'all out here burning down buildings and doing stuff, you're just reacting to the fact that a white cop just killed a black man. But if you were to look at it deeper than just a white cop killed a black man, and you were to look at it as a whole and peel back the layers of that onion, then you would start to see that, okay, this was probably not the best way to handle this. Maybe we should have protested this way. Maybe we should have handled this way. Maybe we should have come at it from this angle. Maybe we should have come at it from this direction. Maybe we shouldn't have spent those stimulus checks on stuff that made no sense. Yeah, I happen to know a lot of people who decided it was a good idea to take their stimulus checks and buy new televisions and rims, all types of unnecessary stuff, when you should have invested that into a business. Do you know that right now I could give you a business platform that'll cost you no more than $150 to get into, that will not only completely change your life, but will also start bringing extra money into your home? And there's no reason right now that I shouldn't be able to offer that to everybody that I know and them not jump on it, since they just had $1,200 drop clean into their accounts. But most people have already spent that stimulus money on stuff that made no sense. And I'm not talking about people who spend it on bills. I'm not talking about, folks who their children needed things and they spend it on their children. I'm talking about folks who went and bought new furniture or new televisions or new sneakers, and it is human nature, to want things, to want nice things. You work hard. I work hard. I bust my behind. I have for years. So of course I want things that are nice, but what I want first is for this podcast to really be doing this thing, for the show that we're building to be reaching millions, for my next venture, 2 ventures that are coming out to really be making money and putting it in the bank before I start buying certain things. And then even then, I want to have certain investments. Like I have certain investments right now that are making me money, so that in the event that something happened, such as the pandemic, it didn't stop nothing around my parts. Bills still got paid. Groceries still got bought. Money was still being made. That's what you want. That's what you want. So when you hear me talk about how I want better for my people, I want to see you win. I want to see you do better. I want to see you have things. I want to see you be able to say, yo, that didn't shake me at all. I was good. And when I say my people, I'm talking about my family. I'm talking about my friends. And them spreading the word to their friends. And more family. Because there's room out here for all of us to win, and enough money to go around for all of us to eat. But we have to get out of that mindset that when we get a little bit of money in our hands, we got to run out and buy all the latest and greatest items from people, mind you, who don't even like us. I'm going to keep saying that until somebody understands. Y'all will run out here and sell $1,200 in businesses that can't stand you, but won't drop $150, $200 into a business that, if you do it correctly, will put $500 back in your pocket before the month is over. Make it make sense, please. And I know I've probably been all over the place. This is not like my usual podcast. I've been in and out the house. I've been pacing, walking my dog. I've been agitated. Half of what I said probably didn't really make any sense to half of y'all, but it is what the hell it is. I am going to go ahead and post this up. You take away from it what you take away from it. If you're mad at me, keep it to yourself. Normally I tell y'all I will have conversations about anything. I will talk about anything, but today is just not that day. Today, I need to just be with my thoughts and figure out what my next move is with trying to help my folks. And they're going to need it now more than ever, because I'm telling you, when this ends, this is going to end poorly for us. Know that. Because we are currently destroying everything that we have at our fingertips. And if we don't figure out how to bounce back, and we know how, that's the sad part. We know how to bounce back. We know how to come back 10 times stronger, better. We've been doing it for hundreds of years. We always come back stronger than we've ever been. And then for whatever reason, we cower back down and say nothing. And we need to stop doing that. And while everybody's out here protesting, y'all also need to be sitting at home figuring out a plan for what you're going to do next. How are you going to take care of your families? How are you going to feed your children? What are you going to do next? Because like I said, those buildings burned down. They were employing people. They don't have jobs now. Places whose windows and stuff these people don't have jobs now. Because see, the officers that got attacked, they're still employed. You burned down police stations and kicked in some car windows. If they have to come in tomorrow morning in a 1988 Ford, they will still be at work. But when you burn down those stores and looted those stores to where those stores lost inventory and had to shut down because they have to try to make up for that, you put one of us out of work. Several of us out of work. There is a way to get there, but we have to come up with a way to do it that doesn't shoot our own people in the foot, or it defeats the damn purpose. And like I said, start putting money into your own businesses. Start putting money into your own communities. Start building, growing your own food. If you just insist upon having meat in your house, do you? There are farmers who have lost money because of what's going on. You can go to them directly and they can slaughter and get meat packed for you. You don't have to go to grocery stores to do it. And that's not to say that you don't need grocery stores for other things, because you do. But there are so many things that you could do outside of that that'll be better for your home, that'll be better for your children, that'll be better for you. And then start building upon that. Build upon it. Start that business and expand it. And keep working together to move forward. And stop alienating people because they don't look like you. Because trust me, not all white people are bad. Not all white people are racist. Not all cops are bad. But this is just for my officers and my white people. The rest of you can see yourself out the conversation for a few minutes here. You have got to make other people accountable. if you